Hey community, how are you? Jenenne Macklin here, transformational speaker, wealth guide, and catalyst. And I know I am rarely, if ever, have been on here in the evening, but I thought I would hop on for a moment. So I'm in California, and what really prompted me to get on was that I'm really in a good place. I'm not concerned about the election. But what caught my attention was a message, I think, in Messenger regarding the NAACP saying something about they have pretty credible information, I guess. Here, I guess. They didn't say if it was national or what. That, if the person in the office right now didn't win, that the white supremacists had planned to start snatching black men or snatching black boys and, to keep your kids and husbands and boyfriends and whatever close to you. And I thought, okay, well, I'll be aware of that, but my son's close to me all the time, so that won't be happening. But it made me just want to pause for a moment and check in with you to see how are you doing. I want to tell you, no matter what you may be thinking, breathe. Breathe. Breath. When this all started, it started as a health crisis. Our breathing was being impacted by COVID. Now what's impacting our breathing is any sense of worry, any sense of anxiety, any sense of fear, any sense of displacement, any sense of alarm. And what it will look like is that you're holding your breath and you don't even know it. You can just be sitting somewhere as if you're waiting, you're anticipating to see what's going to happen next, what's going to be said next, what are they going to do next. And what I want to tell you to do is keep breathing. Because when you think of breath, what do you think? What is your breath connected to? Something bigger, right? Something bigger than you. We don't make ourselves breathe. We forget about it. So if you're breathing, you're staying connected to something bigger than yourself, something bigger than the circumstances, something bigger than what the media is saying, something bigger than an election, something bigger than even the circumstances you may be in. And as you breathe, you can push out and release the fear. Breathe and push out and release any anxiety. Breathe and push out any sense of worry. Breathe and push out any sense of fear. Breathe and release any sense of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? Because you don't know. And as you breathe, you can stay present in this moment. I can't say I've stepped into any fear yet. I can't even say I'm anticipating what will come or won't come because I don't know. I'm in California. I suspect different things may happen in Texas. Different things may happen in Michigan. Different things may happen in Atlanta, the key states. Different things may happen in Wisconsin. Different things may be happening on the East Coast in New York. Why would I even begin to try and anticipate? But one of the things I can do, you can do, it doesn't cost you any money, and it'll keep you centered through this part of the storm that seems to be maybe spinning real fast, like a tornado. You go to the center of it and you breathe. Catch yourself. See, we're good. We can hold our breath and not even know it. We can move through the world holding our breath because we have been living so long under the weight of America. And while it's been amazing for them to pull back the covers, it still can feel vulnerable. The last I looked, it was a 264 to 214, and so many other states had to be counted. So breathe. I appreciate that it's taking time. I appreciate that they're going to count whatever they need to count. I know in the end, if Biden does win, it won't matter because Trump will still say it was stolen from him. But this is that period of time where you've cast your ballot. You put out there what you wanted. You sent it out there into the universe and you said, this is the kind of person that I think would be best to lead us going forward. Now all we get to do at this point is breathe through it. Be present in our hearts. Be present with our families. Be present with our loved ones. Be present with this country and those people who are also breathing with you. The last numbers I heard, there was like 1 million people that still supported the person who's in office right now. But that leaves all the other people that didn't. So I just wanted to hop on for a moment. I don't know what you're doing. East Coast, you're heading into 6:30 in the evening. We're over here at 3:25 or 3:30 in the afternoon. It's kind of cloudy. I don't know what it is. My eyes are just kind of burning. It's like there's smog out here. Maybe that's what it is. But I realized that you could be holding your breath. And maybe the way you deal with stress, maybe you deal with the unknown, is to kind of hold your breath and wait and see and wait and see. Go ahead with your life. Have a family dinner this evening. Relax and watch a movie. I haven't had my TV on all day. I am very clear that when the results are in, I'll feel it in the universe. Until then, I don't need to watch everything on TV because that stuff gets maddening. They want to show you every single state. Then they want to give you all the different scenarios about what could happen and what might happen. That will drive you crazy. You get to choose how much you're going to subject yourself to what's going on with the media. Because we know this is just one part. We still have to get, if someone is elected into office, we still have to go through all that process. And then Thanksgiving's around the corner, as is Christmas. Breathe. Come on, take a breath. Go do that right now. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. And what does that breath mean to you? Because we all know without that breath, right, you wouldn't have life. You wouldn't be existing. So what does that breath mean to you? What does that breath represent for you? Is that God life in the universe? Does it represent what's infinite? Does it represent that what was here before you, what will be here after you? What is breathing through everything that there is on the planet? Everybody, without regard for what they do, who they do, the color of their skin or anything, then breathe. Stay as connected to that big energy as you can. Because right now, I know it seems like we're playing small on the planet. But what it said, the other thing it just said to me too is the only reason why the NAACP is sending that out to let us know the white supremacists might do this, this, and this is because they have been rattled. They have been shaken. It's like, how the heck did we get to a point where they are actually trying to shift and live this particular kind of way? They are the ones who are rattled. They are the ones who are shaken. Now, I know for some of you, you may be rattled as well. I stand firm in a faith and a truth that no matter what, I said that to you yesterday, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. You, right there, listening to me, are going to be okay. And you have to know that. My lips just feel dry. You have to know that no matter what's going on, no matter what they say, you have to know I am, say that, I am going to be okay. Now, the only thing that's going to contradict that is if you continue to sit there and listen at the news and watch the numbers and see what's blue and see what's red and look at it over and over. And then the whole reason for it to be on is to create this anxiety and worry and concern and fear and fret within you. So why subject yourself to that? I don't need to watch blow by blow. I just need to know the final end results. That's all I want to know. What's the final results? And I already have some sense of after the final results, there may be some more lawsuits or whatever. That's just to create fear. I mean, I've got to give the man credit. He is a heck of an actor when it comes to creating fear, inciting certain things, creating and planting those seeds if you allow it to anchor within your consciousness. No one's going to come into your house right now and knock you down, beat you up, take you, murder you. Nothing's going to happen to you in this moment. So stay present in this moment. Stay present in this moment. Don't run down the street and worry about, oh my God, who's going to do this? What are they going to do? And what's going to happen? You have breath. You are breathing, and there's a power and a presence that's breathing your breath. Breathe. Let it bring the solace. Let it bring the peace to you. If you're afraid, what are you afraid of? Whatever it is not happening to you right here and right now. So there's no need to be in fear. How are you going to be in fear now for what may happen 2 months from now? Well, you're robbing yourself of this present moment. So stay present here now. And breathe. I think I looked at Jamie Foxx's movie on Netflix where they're doing this power pill thing that they're taking. Then after that, I looked at another movie. I just watched movies. I don't need to be drugged through all the numbers and all the this and all the that. Just tell me the end results. And once I get the results, then I'm going to make decisions about that. But to be drugged through the mud of politics and media ratings, because that's what it's about. Let's see who can get the highest ratings. Why would I subject myself to that? And why would you when you don't have to? You know it's going to either be one person or it's going to be the other person. It's just that simple. You know, with one person who's already in there, he's going to keep doing what he's been doing. And maybe even more because he would have gotten that second term. And unlike the previous president who said, okay, it's on the second term, it wasn't as on for Barack the second term because he didn't have the Senate and the House to support him. And I think we may have flipped the Senate, which may make things difficult going forward for the person who's already in there. If he gets kicked out, then he'll have his shenanigans. You know that. Know what you know and trust it. He'll have his shenanigans. He'll do whatever, you know, and then when he's out, if they don't arrest him or whatever they talk about, he'll be on the sidelines talking, just like he did with Barack. You know that. So what are the pieces that are unsettling for you to the degree that you can't keep breathing? You can't be present in this moment right here, right now with you, with your family, and be present to that. So I just hopped on because I was hearing things on the radio. And then, like I said, on my messenger, I had an email from, a friend of mine who said that, you know, the NAACP on pretty credible information that, you know, folks might start snatching men and snatching boys. Maybe so. They haven't just yet. So, but it does let me know who we live with. See, we were floating around before March of 2020 thinking that life was okay. We knew there were race relationships, but it's like, okay, well, we can kind of get along and we bump into each other here and there and it's okay. And this person gets shot, that person gets shot. That's just America. But what I must say that the man in office who's not doing the job has done is he has taken the lid off of that and exposed all of the BS that America has underneath its belly. And it makes sense. And here's the thing. We're looking at white supremacists doing whatever they're doing, but think of our ancestors. Think of your grandparents if they're not here. Think of your great-grandparents. They lived at a time when those type of people walked around. They lived at a time when they had to be so much aware and on high alert because they were walking around proud, bad and proud about who they were. And there's more of us that don't than there is of them. They just make more noise. Remember, they just make more noise. They make more noise. And for everybody, they think they're going to take off this planet. God, life, and the universe is going to send another one to this planet. There is no way they will ever be extinguished from this planet. We're supposed to be here. The black males are supposed to be here. The black youth are supposed to be here. And we cannot get disgruntled and get upset and disappointed to the point that we don't stand and know that we are honestly being guided, we're being protected, we're being loved, we're being held, we're being honored. So it's like, if we think this is bad, just think what your great-grandparents lived with. Think about what your great-great-great-grandparents lived with. They couldn't walk down the streets. They were stopped. They had to cross the streets and walk on the other side. They had black this or Negro this and white that. We don't live with all of that. So contain whatever may be happening within you, because I can't see what all could be going on except for that sense of, oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen. Well, why wonder? Just stop your mind and tell your mind, get off the merry-go-round. Either this one's going to win or that one's going to win. It's just that simple. And we have an ideal of what if this one wins. They've been in office for 4 years. We know what that's going to look like. And the new ones we'll have to see as we go. We're just going to trust that maybe they're going to be better than what we already had, but we don't know. When I heard mandatory vaccine, I'm like, I ain't doing no mandatory vaccine. So just stay present. You don't know. And maybe it's uncomfortable to live with not knowing, but we live every day with not knowing. Every day we wake up, we don't know what's going to happen. Do you? Did you get a special email from God to say, hey, this is what's going to happen today? So you've been doing it. Yeah, we're more mindful. I'm not out that much, but when I am, I still keep my mace in my hand. Yes, I'm aware. But to stop and live in fear and to be in worry and anxiety, I refuse to give them that. I refuse to. I refuse to give them that. I'm not giving them my fear. I'm not giving them my worry. I'm not giving them my anger. I will give you my determination. I will give you my willingness to stand, to march, to protest, to write. I'll give you that to protect my child and other boys like him. But to give you my worry and my fear and have you tear that down inside of me, I won't give that to them. And I'm encouraging you for yourself not to do it either. So I'm looking at my eyes. They look so crazy. My allergies, I don't know. I have my glasses on. The sun is right in my face. And this smog, whatever it is. But I just want to hop on and encourage you to breathe. Keep that breath going. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. If it gets too much, turn to another channel. You don't have to sit there and be bombarded by all of that. That's a choice you make. Worry, fear, doubt, unless someone's knocking on your door, open your door. Why? You get to choose to be in worry, fear, doubt, anxiety. And for those of you, I don't know, if it's just too hard, you know you have your prayer. You know you can pray. Don't be begging, God, please, God, please. Just simply know and affirm that there's a power and a presence bigger than all of us, bigger than these systems we have, that's part of what's happening, this healing, this transformation that's happening on the planet. And it's that power and presence that will keep you safe. It's that power and presence that's breathing your breath. And it's that power and presence that you're going to turn to if you need anything, and allow it to guide you and allow it to direct you. They're not bigger than God. They didn't breathe you into this world. They didn't give you life. And they don't take your life unless it's really been God ordained, which I know a lot of people don't believe that. There's this thing about, they left before their time. Who put us in charge of the time when people will make their transformation, their termination, some people call it death, from this planet? There's only one. So when you know what you know, stay in your truth, stay in your teachings. Don't waver from those. Don't waver from those. Stand firm in those teachings and knowing. I'd be ready to fight more than I would rather to be in fear. I'm ready to kick butt if I need to, more so than be in fear. When I think of fear, it's like, what do I need to have in place to combat any kind of sense of fear or helplessness or anxiety that I might have? If it's, I was going to say if it's a Bible, but if it's the Ephah Proverbs, if it's a stick, if it's mace, whatever it is, then that's what I'm going to focus on more so. As well as all the people who did come out and vote, and all the people who united together to say, this is not the way we want our world to be. I'm going to connect with that energy and those people because that's powerful. So this evening, I guess I could have waited till tomorrow, but it seems to be a lot of rumblings tonight. The last time I checked, it was 264 to 214. So that means 264 plus 6 more means that 270 is it. So I'm holding the space for that. I'm standing in the knowing about that, not in fear, not in worry, not in doubt, not even in frustration. Just simply knowing and affirming what I said I wanted for this world will unfold. And I'm not going to run over here to the other side and say, oh my God, they may be getting more than we may not make it. No, I'm going to stay here until I find out 1,000% that we didn't make it, and we're going to keep the person that we have. And whatever you stood for, then stand for that until you hear something different. Stand for that until you hear something different. In the meantime, keep breathing. Go ahead, take a breath. Go ahead. That's what makes meditation so powerful. Some of you have those apps that walk you through. Oh, maybe if I do that. Oh, great. That walk you through breathing. Turn on your app and just breathe. Turn on some comedy. You can look at comedy on TV. You don't have to be caught in the throes of, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then when this happens, watch and see. You'll know. And trust and believe. We're going to be okay no matter what. We come from kings and queens. We are the ones out of all the races on this planet that still exist in spite of what's been done to us. Our communities have been ravaged. Our men have been killed. Our women have been raped. Jobs have been taken from us. And we still stand. Latinos weren't enslaved. They're still together. Jewish people are still together. They had the Holocaust. Everybody's together. Nobody lost their roots. Nobody lost their history. We lost all of it, and we still stand. So don't hold your head down. Don't give in to fear. Don't give in to worry. Don't give in to doubt. Give in to the power of who you really are at the core of your being and who the ancestors are that we stand on. And allow that energy to move up through you and anchor you, and know that it will carry you forward for whatever the next journey is. Whatever it is, we will be okay no matter what. Just trust it and believe it. I'm sitting down in Leimert Park in Los Angeles, California. All my people's down here. Everywhere. Nobody's out here concerned and scared. Nobody's worried. Because worry won't get you to where we need to be. If we're in a fight, worry won't help us in the fight. If we're in a fight, we can go fight somebody, fear isn't going to help us. We have to tap into that other energy inside of us, the warrior energy for men and women. We pull that forward. And yeah, we may lose somebody in the fight. We may use some people in the fight. But we won't lose everybody. So stand and breathe. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Now, in the meantime, since I was only supposed to be here for like an hour or so, my son's being interviewed for Yamaha and his band practices tonight. I thought we would be home. I'm going to get something to eat. I trust it's 6 o'clock on the East Coast. You're having a nice dinner. You enjoy something on television beside the election results, the blow by blow. That's what makes it nervous for you. You're looking at the blow by blow by blow. I haven't looked at TV today or yesterday. I mean, look at it. Why? I have no doubt that when whatever happens, I'll feel the energy on the planet or in the universe. And then whenever happens, then I'll make a decision. But to sit and worry about now what could possibly happen and be in fear now, don't you realize that our energy impacts this planet? So we're all in fear and anger and worry and frustration. We're basically sending more of that into the universe. We're sending that into the universe. Think of how when somebody's mad in your house and nobody's speaking, can everybody in the house feel it? Yes. So we're all worried and fearful and anxious and oh my God, and then we're sending all that energy out into the universe. And then we're like, well, what's going on? We're contributing to it. So get yourself centered. Get you maybe a little drink if you need to, or let me say libations, so I don't get in trouble. Look at a good movie maybe you've seen before that you know it's good, or a good movie someone told you about. I heard The Black Box was good. Focus on that. Keep breathing until the next moment comes. And then when the decision comes, then we'll say, okay, now what do we do next? But until the decision comes, we live. Live your life. Love your family and love yourself. And keep breathing. Jenenne Macklin, transformational speaker, wealth guide and catalyst. Love you. Trust and know that you're being taken care of. You are loved. You will be fine. You will be safe if you choose that for you. Keep breathing. Bye for now. Hi, Letitia. I see you on there. Thanks for listening. It's Letitia McElroy Reed. Take good care.